Namaste and welcome to class, and thank you so much for sitting with me with your undivided attention. It's rare in these days to have undivided attention. In today's class, I would like to talk to you about overextension and the relation to a feeling that is very quiet in the background of our humanity and is operating and moving a lot of strings in your actions and your thoughts, in the way you love, in the way you give, in the way you interact with yourself. And that is the quiet guilt. And I say quiet because guilt is not necessarily that feeling that it comes to you like an anger or fear that you say you easily can spot it, right? Guilt can be of two types. One that is an assessment that you do over an action that you have done, and that is really important for you to keep certain excellency and a moral thing that can help you to relate to other human beings. Guilt not necessarily have to be in there in the assessment, in the personal assessment, when you say, how I could address better my business, how it would be the best way that is obsolete in my way of thinking, or what is the best approach that I can have. That is good when you're assessing your business, but not that good when you are doing relationships, for example. And relationships is not, if you edit your contact constantly, you end up in that quiet state of the guilt that is just paralyzing you for anything that you want to do or you want to love, including your passion, including that drive of you to excel and to know different things, to cross limitations. So guilt is so quiet inside that it's hard to spot it. But I'm going to give you 3 ways where behind that ways that we practice all the time, most of the time, is guilt. Number 1, you overextend. You overextend your time, you overextend your giving, right? Overextension is you give more than you can afford in terms of energy, in terms of love, in terms of life, in terms of relationships. You overextend. And in that overextension, you just want to be noticed. You want to have certain consideration from others that say, you're good, you're sacrificing so much that I can see that you love me or that you are doing the right thing. Well, why do you need to be good or to do the right thing? Which leads me to the second thing that you can know if you are operating from guilt, and is that you don't feel good about what you do and your relations to you or to your life, to others. You think that, oh, I should have done it differently, or I'm not good enough, or I have to work in this issue because my mother was like that, or because I'm so sensitive, or all this sense of I am not good. It means I am not pure, and in that no goodness, there is no dignity, and you are not free from guilt. It's very passive, it's in the background, but it's operating that sense of purity and goodness within you. Because with no guilt, you have a total freeway and passport to go to your unlimited self. You can move. But with I'm no good, I have not done good, all these sensations of the mind, because it's just sensations of the mind, behind that is guilt. And the other third guilt that is very present in what you do or how you approach yourself is in the polarity of tyrant and victim. If you feel victim of something, or somebody is victimizing you, or my boss is not fair, I work so hard, related to the first one of overextension, I do everything and I'm poor me, I cannot do it, I don't have a way out, I don't have money, you feel trapped. Any of those traces of victimism, every victim feels guilty, and every victim feels that he needs punishment. And this is the danger part of guilt, because when you're guilty, you are looking for a tyrant or a force within you to punish you and to tell you that yes, you're not right and you need to pay because you're not that good, or you did something terribly, terribly bad. Then see what is your tyrant. Is it the tax office after you? Is it a person that is always telling you what you should do and what is that you have done bad, or that you should be doing something different, or that you should be pleasing that person in any way? Any of those requests of tyrant and victim relationship, you are operating from guilt, and you are signing up to be guilty without any trail, without any fair judgment. So how to get out of guilt? It's a fight, I tell you, because it's so in the dark, the guilt. As I say, it's not a feeling. It's more of how it moves your strings of actions and love, especially the heart, to keep you small. So the way to go about guilt is, number one, ask yourself, when you have all these traces, all these three things that come up, say, am I really guilty? Am I really guilty? 99% of the time, you are not. You are just not accepting the freedom of you experimenting in life of what you want to experiment. If you want to experiment pain, well, there you are. You can have situations of extreme abuse, and that's not wrong. It's just honoring that you are designing something of that nature. Pleasant, maybe not, but you want it because you are creating it. And the moment you take responsibility, when the creator within you show up, then guilt disappears, because it's only there's only one throne in your heart. It's either you as a master of your reality, or the guilt that it wants to keep you in certain limitation. Of course, guilt get very friendly with ego, it get very friendly with personality, it get very friendly with the experiences of life. But no, we have to say clearly, am I guilty? The second question is, am I this feeling, this guilt, or this sense of experimenting? Am I that? Am I my experiences? Is that all what I am? Is that what I need to invest my energy and editing that in order for me to be good? So you stop identifying yourself from the experiences. Because once you attach your own pure self to a mobile and an impermanent experience, the experiencer start to lose track of what really is important. So yes, you're here on earth to experience all the palette of emotions, all range of thoughts, all the collectives that are up there, and mostly you are here to deposit on earth a certain empowerment of consciousness. And those are the questions that you donate to your own awareness and that pure awareness of being. And the third thing you can do for guilt is to see if you have adopted unconsciously from parents or from society or from religion or from your school teacher. Just see that it's, most of the time is not yours. You have in your head a code of conduct that most of the time is too strict. The real code of conduct is the one that is based in the compassion and care for yourself and for others. That is very valid. You just want others to be in the same plane as yours and be taking care and acknowledgement as much as you. Hopefully this video is helpful for you, and I will see you in our next lesson. Namaste.